coverage you can count on continues now with 2 jailers off the job. Richmond County Sheriff Richard Roundtree talking about it this morning after 2 of his employees got arrested. Hannah Latier has the story.
Sheriff Roundtree tells us this makes 12 employees arrested over the last year, and 6 of them were from use of extensive force. The video that you will see of the jailers assaulting the inmate is graphic, and as a warning, it could be disturbing to some viewers.
Here at the Richmond County Sheriff's Office, we feel that no one is above the law. And while we take no pride in locking up one of our own, we would not hesitate to do so if the situation warrants it.
Gerardo Sanchez Jr. and Joshua Jackson are charged with simple battery and violation of oath of office, accused of assaulting inmate Alvin Yarbrough. Last week, Yarbrough filed the complaint to staff at the Charles B. Webster Detention Center, and there's video evidence that shows it.
2 deputies respond to what was put out as an emergency medical assistance call. When they arrived, they found the inmate, who had a history of faking medical calls, lying on the floor.
The inmate did not sustain major injuries, and Sheriff Roundtree says this string of incidents shows a lack of proper training for the agency's 700+ employees.
As the leader of this agency, this responsibility falls on me. I have directed the senior leadership of this agency to identify any gaps in training or culture that may have contributed to this many incidents.
And they will be taking other steps to prevent this from happening again.
We've also consulted with our in-house counselor to see if we can identify any warning signs that may have been missed or that we can take a look at to identify if a deputy may be in crisis or going through personal issues.
Sheriff Roundtree tells us he wants to implement these changes within the next 30 days, and both jailers have been terminated. In Augusta, Hannah Latier, WJBF News Channel 6.